Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. UPI reports that Bolivia's government has rejected declaring a state of emergency, despite escalating violence from nationwide protests that have left dozens injured and detained. Presidential spokesman José Luis Galvez and Government Minister Marco Antonio Oviedo stated that imposing such a measure would only deepen social polarization and allow protest groups, including supporters of former President Evo Morales, to garner sympathy as political victims. The unrest has led to widespread road blockades across 6 administrative regions, causing multi-million-dollar economic losses and critical shortages of fuel, gasoline, and medical oxygen in hospitals. Instead of constitutional restrictions, the government plans an operational containment strategy, including a humanitarian corridor coordinated with Argentina, Chile, and Ecuador to ensure essential supplies. Authorities also announced stricter legal action against protest leaders, accusing them of vandalism and political destabilization. The demonstrations, organized by the Central Obrera Boliviana (COB), are driven by wage demands and opposition to economic reforms. Vice President Edmond Lara has called for immediate national dialogue without preconditions to avert a humanitarian collapse. UPI reports that the U.S. Department of Justice announced it will drop criminal fraud charges against Indian billionaire businessman Gautam Adani. A motion was submitted Monday asking a federal judge to dismiss the November 2024 indictment. The Justice Department stated it has decided, in its prosecutorial discretion, not to devote further resources to these criminal charges against individual defendants. This decision comes as the Trump administration separately announced a $275 million settlement with an Adani-founded company for alleged violations of U.S. sanctions against Iran. The original indictment had accused Adani and co-defendants of paying $250 million in bribes to Indian government officials and defrauding investors in a scheme to win approval for a large solar power plant. Adani Group had previously denied these allegations as baseless. Adani, a close ally of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, is one of Asia's wealthiest individuals. According to TechCrunch, Google is fundamentally reshaping its search platform, moving beyond the familiar 10 blue links towards an AI-centric model. Unveiled at its I/O conference, the overhaul introduces an intelligent search box designed for more conversational queries and enhanced by AI-powered suggestions. Key innovations include information agents that operate 24/7 to monitor web changes and provide synthesized updates, and generative UI capable of creating interactive visuals and widgets dynamically in response to user questions. Furthermore, users will soon be able to build personalized mini-apps directly within Search using natural language, leveraging the Gemini Flash 3.5 model and Google Anti-Gravity platform. While these features aim to provide a more intuitive and actionable search experience, TechCrunch notes a significant concern. This shift is expected to further diminish referral traffic to web publishers, some of whom are already struggling due to previous AI search integrations. The rollout of these free and subscription-based features begins this summer, with Google CEO Sundar Pichai emphasizing broad accessibility. TechCrunch reports that Andrej Karpathy, a prominent AI researcher and co-founder of OpenAI, has joined Anthropic's pre-training team. Karpathy, who previously led AI development at Tesla and worked on deep learning and computer vision at OpenAI, will now focus on large-scale model training for Claude. He will lead a new team dedicated to leveraging Claude to accelerate pre-training research, signaling Anthropic's strategy to stay competitive through AI-assisted research rather than solely relying on compute power. Karpathy expressed his excitement to return to R&D, stating his belief that the coming years will be formative for large language models and affirmed his passion for education, planning to resume that work eventually. Separately, Chris Rolfe, a veteran cybersecurity expert from Yahoo and Meta, has also joined Anthropic's Frontier Red team to stress test advanced AI models. According to TechCrunch, the widely used open-access research repository ArXiv is intensifying its efforts to curb the negligent use of large language models in scientific papers. ArXiv plans to impose a one-year ban on authors found to have submitted work containing incontrovertible evidence that they failed to verify AI-generated content. This could include issues like fabricated references or comments left by the LLM. While not an outright prohibition on AI tools, the new policy mandates that authors bear full responsibility for all content in their submissions, regardless of how it was generated. This initiative follows other measures, such as requiring endorsements for first-time posters, as our content transitions to an independent nonprofit to better address issues like AI slop and maintain research integrity amidst rising concerns over AI-generated errors and false citations in academic publications. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.